Hi everybody!
Hi everybody!
Welcome back to our YouTube channel, and I'm Amy.
And I'm Grace.
You don't know by now. And what we decided to talk about tonight is mental health.
Yeah.
And the importance of talking about it.
Yeah.
And helping, I suppose, to maybe break down some of the stigma that surrounds mental health.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
It's really good, yeah.
So basically myself and Grace, I'll only be talking on behalf of myself, but we both have experience with kind of different things. For me personally, you know, I don't like the word suffer, but I would get anxiety from time to time.
Went through periods of of anxiety.
Exactly, panic attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And
yeah, because we were just talking about how we don't really like to label what we've been through as something that we have, because I think when you put a label on something as having it, it puts more, it actually makes you, I think, a little bit worse, because you more dwell on the fact that you have something wrong. Where if you say I went through this, or I go through periods of this, that if you go through it, it's not a part of you.
Yeah, well, that's how we feel about it anyway.
Yeah, no, some people might feel they need to label it, or feel they have a certain thing to deal with it, but for me, I prefer not attaching myself to it. I just feel that I go through periods of blah blah blah, and
that's a good way to put it. Go through periods of it rather than
because I think everybody can suffer from certain things, but it can maybe only be like for a period of their life, and then it will go away or something.
That's not the case with everyone, but
yes,
for us,
yeah, it's good to go. So I think we're going to just no, because sometimes it is hard. These things, like, they're, I wouldn't say like complicated, but
it's a sensitive subject.
It's a sensitive subject. Yeah, it is a sensitive subject. But we're going to talk a bit about our experiences on mental health and
our journey.
I suppose. Yeah.
What we said with the format with this is, because we both have quite a journey, we've both been on a massive journey.
Massive, yeah.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it's at the stage now in our lives when we can talk about it, because we're talking about it from the other side.
Yeah, we've both been through, rather than we're not like in the middle of it, or like I feel like we've both been through really big things, like especially through the last couple of years, and I feel like we're actually kind of out to the side now. We'll still go through like periods where like we might get a little bit of it come back up, but otherwise it's just, we're talking now from being out the other side, I suppose. Yeah. So.
Yeah, definitely. For people who maybe are going through it at the moment, or are having a really hard time, I feel like I've definitely been on the other side of that, and now I can talk, like, I just feel much stronger in myself. There is days and there is, you know, bouts of it that I will get, but I think I just know how to deal with it better, and
to know when it's going to pass.
Quicker, and know that it's going to pass.
No, it's going to pass, because I know when you're in that mind frame, it's so scary, and you literally feel like there's no way out, or you feel like, when is this ever going to be over? So I just feel like when we can actually share our story and say we did get through it, or it will pass. Like, I know I would have searched for things all over YouTube and all over the internet, wanting to know, like, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel this way? Or why am I acting like this? And I think if I had find somebody, which there is some channels out there who talk about this, it could just make you feel like you're not alone, and that it will pass. I think that's the most important thing.
Because the last thing you feel when you're going through something traumatic, or you feel like you're first of all the only person in the world to ever feel that way. Yeah. Well, that was my experience anyway.
Yeah.
You feel very alone, and you feel like it's never going to go away. You feel like you're never going to feel normal again, or what you class as normal. Or just another way of putting it would be, you think you're never going to feel like yourself again.
Yeah.
You don't think you're ever going to get that person back.
No, it's such a scary place to be in.
Yeah. Like I said, we've both experienced it in very different ways. Really, really different ways.
Yeah, I think although like we both, like, we are very different in certain ways. Like, some of our mind, like, you'd be an extrovert.
Yes.
I'd be very introvert. So I think the way we experience things, and things that happen, the way we like take them in, I think is very effective. That's the word I say. They affect us differently.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I believe in life, everyone has a cross to bear, and I believe everyone is dealt something. Nobody's life is perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody's life, what it is on Instagram and Facebook, it's a highlight reel.
It is a highlight reel.
And no matter who you are or what you are, we can't judge, because everybody has a story, I believe.
Yes, I I love the way you actually across the road, because I do believe everybody is given their thing, and although like I believe everybody in life has something, something that happens, something that's, you know, not perfect, and you have to by carrying that cross, it actually makes you a better person, and you're by doing that, by coming through that, you actually can help other people,
which is
what I think the only main thing to do in life is to help other people, and I think if you can do that by learning to carry your cross, you help others carry those, and I think that's such a nice thing. Like, you help other people carry their thing,
their burden, or
their burden.
Yeah, burden is like
no,
a
I like
word.
Yeah.
But yeah, you understand what I mean. Everybody, like I said, has their cross to bear. I just think it stops you from looking at people and presuming that life is so perfect. Because on Instagram their life is perfect, or Facebook, but nobody wants to listen to people complaining. So like, even for me, I don't be putting up, you know, different things like of negativity or rants and things like that, just because it's not really me. And like, when I'm not feeling great, I hide myself away.
Exactly. And when I feel like that, it's not that I'm being fake, I just don't want to share it.
You see,
I just don't want to talk at that point. I just, you know what I mean, like, you don't feel like being chatty. We're quite like, well, you're very chatty. So I would quite chatty. So I think when we're like that, we just literally want to, like, literally people not to see us, because we don't want to think that we're like rude or unfriendly, or
exactly. It's not that you're only showing this side of your life. My point is, you can't look at someone and go, God, their life is so perfect, they have everything, because guess what, they also have, you know, their thing going on.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the point that we want to make. We want to kind of talk about it more, and like, for instance, what I said we would do is we're going to interview each other. So I'm going to go into my story much more in depth, and Grace is kind of interview me as such.
Yeah.
I want to basically tell my story on mental health, my experience with it,
and what I've been through. Sorry, I'm talking over you.
No.
That we can just learn to understand each other's things more. Like, I think if we both ask each other about each other's experience, that we can actually dive deeper into understanding it more for people.
Yeah, and Grace is going to relate and connect with certain people, and certain people are going to connect and relate to my story. Yeah, because our stories are very, very different.
Very different.
Like, they couldn't be more different.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe a nice way to do it is, we said we'd touch base on mental health, the importance of speaking about it, and then sharing our story. I think the most important thing you can do in life is share your story and share your journey.
Absolutely.
And then you might inspire or help somebody else. That's all we want to do.
Definitely. And what I find is, this is why you should never try to not judge other people, because you never know what someone's going through. Like, often you'll find somebody, you'll think their life is perfect, or you'll think, oh, they're this or that, and then you'll kind of go, you'll hear their story, and you're like, oh my god, do you know what I mean? And you're like, what? You don't just, like, never judge a book by its cover, because you don't know what someone has been through, why they are the way they are. Do you know what I mean?
Nobody wants to be a nasty or mean or person. I feel like everybody has good in them. Everybody wants to be a good person, and it's normally circumstance or something has made people the way they are.
You get it? Like, I think we both work with the public, and you'll often meet people and they maybe seem really cranky or upset, and then when you get to talk to them, they'll actually tell you something like, this is after happened to me, or I've lost this person in my life recently, and you're like, oh my god, like, that is why they are maybe acting. It's not personal. It's never personal. You have to learn that when people act certain way to you for no reason, it's not personal. Not because they just don't like you. It's more likely because they're experiencing something, and it's just they're not able to express that positive side to themselves, because they're not feeling that way right now. So it's just to understand that they're never take it personal. Just go, they must be going through something, that's why they're acting that way.
I have compassion for people and empathy. I think I talk an awful lot about empathy, because there's nothing worse than having sympathy. Nobody wants
someone to feel sorry on them.
Yeah. Or to go, yeah, I know what you mean, oh my god, like, I have that too, and it's like really, really bad, because that doesn't help. I think empathy is going, yeah, I totally hear you.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it? And kind of giving that people space. It's okay to go, do you know, I actually went through something similar before. Yeah. But not just make it about you. You need to hear that person as well.
Don't, like, diss it off.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
make
god,
it small of it.
Do you think that's bad? Oh my god, wait, I'll tell you how bad I had it. You know, it's having empathy, hearing people, not trying to give them a story that's worse.
And be like, that must be so hard, that must be awful for you, would you like to talk about it? Or
absolutely.
Can I do anything for you? Do you know what I mean? Like, in trying to like listen and hear them that way rather than just going, oh, you'd be grand.
Yeah, get up. Or do you know what really bugs me when I'm feeling shit? Smile, will you?
Ah! Oh my god, yeah,
maybe
no.
I don't fucking, sorry, I shouldn't be cursing, but maybe I don't feel like smiling today.
Yeah.
And guess what? I don't need you telling me to go and smile. Because that really bugs me.
No.
Maybe I just don't feel like smiling or speaking
Or just
today.
be happy. Like,
Be happy.
just be happy.
Just be happy. Oh, I didn't think of that.
Didn't think of that, yeah.
God, if I thought of that, I'd be up prancing around having a great time. Do you know, I actually solves all world's problems.
Yeah.
Be happy.
Just be happy. And I know
That's why
there's
like there's thousands of books wrote on, you know, the secret of happiness, because it's just people, whether they should have just handed out leaflets saying just be happy.
Just be happy.
Would have solved all
And
life's
I
problems.
understand that you have to sometimes be happy in the midst of, like they're saying, like try to find your happiness in the midst of these,
That's
you know,
more about being
moments. 'Cause,
grateful.
like, yeah, it's like not like being, yeah, it is probably being grateful about your life isn't like being happy even though everything's not perfect. And I think that's important. But when you're feeling really down, you don't want to just be happy. You want to, sometimes you need to feel a certain way and let the like emotion like pass and just sit with it and not judge it. Because what we can do, especially when you're going through it really bad, is you make it harder by judging yourself, by being mean to yourself, by feeling guilty for feeling that way then, by...
Yeah, it's a whole big circle.
It's a whole vicious circle.
Or pretending you're fine when you're not. That's even worse.
Yeah, because more than likely if you try to like stuff it down and be like, I'll be fine, push through, it's going to come back up worse.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I love a good cry.
Me too.
And it's like so releasing. Whereas I think sometimes we're told not to be upset, not to cry, not to... And sometimes I think it's better to feel the emotion and let it pass.
I totally
not dwell in it.
Not dwell in it. I don't believe we should be like, you know, just being crybabies. But I do believe there is a thing at the moment, because I hate when people tell me just like, oh, stop crying, hush, hush. Like, as in like brush it off, oh my god, she's crying, like stop crying. It drives me mad. Where I don't think, why is it like crying such a bad thing? Like any of the emotion, like, so you're allowed to get angry and people are like, ooh, you know what I mean? Or you're like, but yet crying is such a like, oh stop it, like, you know, I feel really brush off crying as in like it's a really weak thing, where I don't. I think it's just another emotion, like happy, sad, do you know what I mean? It's just another expression of
people
an emotion.
People are just uncomfortable with it.
People aren't comfortable with it, and I don't know why, because only recently I was watching, I forget why, I will look it up because it's a really good thing. I think it's like women of empowerment, it's something, I can't remember what its name, but Jay Shetty's wife is on it, and she is telling her story and she starts to cry, and she was talking about how she was like, God, that she couldn't believe she was crying, but she's like, I don't know why people are so uncomfortable with crying. It was just another emotion just being passed, and then she kind of just let herself like cry through her story, and then just let it out and just stop and continue with her story. But she didn't like go like whine about it. She just let the tears fall down as she was talking, and then just passed by. Like it's just the way your body lets go of emotion. I will try find it and tag maybe add the video underneath, because I think it was so good for making me not feel bad when I cry. Do you know what I mean?
Like,
yeah,
I love a good cry sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes it just makes you feel better. Did you ever just watch
does.
like a sad not a sad movie, but like even a love story, or even like something that's really like, and because like I never stop crying, sometimes you feel real, just it's good for you too.
Good for you, it is.
Yeah. Now, not like, you know, if you're crying all the time or over things
crying,
that are, you know, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if you're upset about something, you need to be let cry.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes it can make you feel better. But yeah, we want to just break down some of the stigma that, you know, because like, I'd be very open about my story and our story and everything, and sometimes people are kind of taken aback at how much we share, but I'm not doing it for people to feel sorry on us or pity us or anything of the matter.
No.
It's just to raise awareness that it's okay to feel that way.
Exactly.
Be very open about it.
Yeah, just say it the way it is. And I think if we talk about it more, like that's why sometimes I feel like sometimes if I say it the way it is, and that's why I get afraid to share it, because people they're kind of like, they kind of get like a bit like maybe like, oh my god, and they go quiet, where you don't want that. I just want to share it in a way that if you're going through this and you're not talking about it, or if you're just if you are going through it, that maybe you might feel that someone else has been through it and you're not alone, that like things will get better, that there is a way out of this.
There always is.
There always is. Like I always try to tell myself, like there's always good times through the bad. Like there's no good times without the bad times, and things are always going to change. But if you're in the good times, okay, there's going to be bad. It's just a lot part of life that there will be bad times again. But just knowing that when you're in the bad times, there's still going to be good times again, and things always pass.
There always is. Time goes so fast.
Time goes so fast.
And all of a sudden, like, you know, you're back to yourself. And there is ways and means. Like, me and Grace are very mindful people. We're very aware of ourselves, and we know now how to really take good care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's a major part of it too.
Yeah, like I'm happy for what we've been through, because it makes us who we are, and it kind of like makes you be more aware.
Yeah, like I'm a better person now than I've ever been.
Yeah.
In mind, body, soul, spirit, whatever you want to say, because I really look after my body now better than I look after my mind better than ever. I just feel much more grounded in myself, and loads of different things that I do now that I never would have done. I also care less. That helps when you're nearly my age, but you know, you do start to give less of a shit. I always hear people say that, like when I was younger, so I always hear people saying I get to like after certain ages, like you don't care about things you used to as much. Like you'll just do what you want to do and not care what people think. I totally agree. You just care less, and you realise how short life is the longer you know life goes on. And we like I keep saying, I just want to help people, you know, and that's what this is about, really, isn't it? So what we're going to do is we're going to sit down, and our next 2 videos are going to be, I'm going to let Grace share her story on her own, because I think it's a really powerful story and it's an amazing journey that Grace has been on, and I want to have her own video to share that with people, because you're going to reach certain people. And
the same with you.
And and then we'll share my story too in another separate video, because I think certain people will connect with me and certain people will connect with Grace's story. And it's not for people to feel sorry in us, or to, you know, this is not anything like that. It's just literally to hopefully help people, and to maybe talk to someone if they're feeling a certain way, or to feel like that they're not alone.
That's basically what it is.
I hope you got something from this. I know it's a bit of a chatty one. Do you have anything else you wanted to add?
I don't think so. Was there anything else I wanted to add?
Because I think we're going to branch this into like a little series maybe, because, you know, like how we look after ourselves in times like that, or how we prevent ourselves feeling a certain way, or when we know we're getting to that overwhelmed stage, reading the signs maybe.
Yes, that's true.
You know, because I think I've got much better at reading the signs, go, oh shit, no, I'm reaching critical point here, I need to take these steps.
So we could like tell our stories, but then we can like share how we pulled through, how we
like recognize the signs, and
how we came from, like how did we get through that experience or period of time.
Okay, perfect. But anyway, thank you so much for listening today. This is a bit more kind of a podcasty type kind of chat. Maybe listen to while you're doing your makeup. We're kind of going to do different style videos, like chatty ones, podcast style, story time ones, tips and tricks, which we love doing, makeup ones, fashion ones, funny ones, vlogs. Food, we love our good food. So we'll be doing foodie ones, natural health, natural makeup, like loads of different things. So please stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching us. We'll chat to you all soon.
Bye.